And we'd like to welcome everybody that's watching online. This is the CNIT U10 Finals between the Brampton Warriors, of course, of Brampton, and the Gators out of Markham and Durham. Both teams quite the road to get to this position. As we're just getting started right now to kick off this game, the first foul shot is made with 19:20. Now just keep in mind, everybody who's watching online, this is going to be a running clock with the exception of the final 2 minutes in the game or for timeouts. But we do have a running clock throughout this entire contest for time purposes and scheduling purposes, as Brampton Warriors go up 2-0 early here with 19 minutes to go. 2 20-minute halves, a quick 2-minute break in between, and then we're going to be getting right back to the action. And here come the Gators. Moves up, and it's going to be a foul and one. Give that one to number 24, Marcus Green. The big fella getting it done under the rim there, catching the and one, and he's going to go to the line for an extra point. The Brampton Warriors earlier today defeated the Mississauga Monarchs in the semifinals to get to this point. As they're now going to have possession. Three-point play, has been converted by Marcus Green. And here we go. The full court press is on. And he kicks it over. This is David Bottomley. He goes up, misses. Shot blocked by Marcus Green again. The block is on number 23, Jediah Henry. And Marcus Green getting it done early and often in this game. Full court press, both teams pressuring each other in the early going here. Press is broken though. Going up and in, and you can count it. That's number 1, Elohim. And there's another block by Marcus Green. And Bottomley kind of looking back at his coach saying, what do I do with that? He didn't even have to jump. But the inbound is going to be Warriors ball. 5-2, 17-10 to go here in the first half. For 3, just a little long. Rebound is for the Gators. Here's Elohim again. Nice little spin move there. Mid-range jumper, no good. But look who's there. And no foul called. And here come the Warriors. Tries to throw it out, can't get it. Gators come back with another nice steal there, though, by number 24, Draylon David. And Draylon has made quite a name for himself here in this tournament, here in the CNIT this weekend. A number of very great highlights and ones and finishes as the shot's no good. And there another miss. And the rebound comes down, and it's Elohim to Green. Now coming back up. And you can count it. That is number 23, Corden Harris. Or Camden Harris, excuse me. Shot's good. 7-2 for the Gators early going here with 16 minutes to go. As I said before, keep in mind this is a running clock for scheduling purposes. So there'll only be a stop clock during the timeouts. As a nice rejection there, but he's going to get called with the foul. That foul's going to be on number 8. Or excuse me, no, number 6. And Elijah Thomas. At the line here is Draylon David, as we said briefly. He was a big factor in the Warriors making it to the finals here, defeating the Monarchs in the semifinals. Another classic Mississauga versus Brampton battle there. Oh, nice hop step there. Just misses though. But the putback is good. That was Jacob T. That was missed on the hop step. Shot goes up, no good there. And who is it? Green again. Tries to go behind the back. He's pressured, gets loose. Gets the ball loose. Nice spin move there, up and no good. Green tries to get the fadeaway. There's a scramble on the floor. Green comes up with it again, up and in, the foul, and he's not going to get called. But some great sportsmanship there shown as both players on the opposing side are helping each other up. But Green is going to go back to the line. Green, one of the top prospects here in the U10s, showing just that. Nice form too. Left-handed, big in the post. Great shooting form. We're looking for him to make some noise in the next couple of years as he moves up. Makes the second, and it's 11 to 3 now with 13:33 to go. And as I'm just now being joined by Daniele Fuceschi, how's it going?
I'm doing well, Ryan. We've had some great basketball this weekend, and I'm happy to be joining you for this as we begin the championship set here on this Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely, as we get ourselves set here, and we're kicking it off with the U10s, and it's the Gators out of Durham that have the 11-5 lead over the Brampton Warriors to kick this off. Goes to the basket. And that's good on the make. Good that one to Elihin.
Good offensive rebound right there on the interior off the initial miss.
See if the Warriors can respond. Up and in, and the and one, number 23, Jediah Henry with the and one. What a great finish at the basket that was.
Good body control underneath, and he's able to draw the contact, finish through it. He'll go to the line looking to convert the three-point play opportunity.
Well, Daniele, one thing that we've really noticed, though, when I had a chance to watch the Warriors here in the semifinal, this is a team that is very talented at finishing with the and one. They know how to take the contact. They're very well coached in that sense.
It seems like a theme across the board with all the Brampton Warrior teams, and you watch them. There's a variety of Brampton Warrior squads participating across various age groups. But in terms of just the toughness and the grit and the tenacity, 100% I agree with you. These guys, they attack and they're looking to finish and stay composed on their way to the basket.
For
always
sure.
in control.
And then, of course, that step-back jumper we just saw for the Gators was Camden Harris showing off his range a little bit there. And we just had a quick turnover from the Warriors, and there's now going to be a timeout for the Warriors. 11:35 to go as the Gators are up 15-8 in this U10 final here in the CNIT.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it.
The shot goes off, no good. On the miss there. And the Warriors get the rebound. Oh, nice Euro step there. And just gets the kind roll. Give that one to number 10, Malachi Phillips.
Nice footwork there from Malachi Phillips, able to avoid his defender with the Euro step and finish. Soft touch around the basket.
Speaking of soft touches, here's Green again, the big lefty gets fouled and one. And the Warriors just don't have a response for Green's size and composure under the rim.
Oh, he's a force. He's a force on the interior, and basketball's an emotional game. So I do like, you're playing in a championship game right now, title's on the line, and you see that some emotion on display.
Absolutely. So there's going to be a substitution coming into the floor is going to be number 2, Miles Hamilton. He's going to take out number 1, Elohim. As good start for Elohim, though. He got a couple of buckets for his team, forced a couple turnovers. Green misses the second free throw. Now bringing it down is Singh, number 54. He came down with a rebound, but another turnover as it just got away from Bottomley.
You have to take care of the basketball. That's a priority. Ball security is so important, especially as every possession becomes more crucial in these championship games. Battling underneath. Jump ball, and it will be the Brampton Warriors coming up with possession.
And you can hear the intensity of the coach over our microphones right now.
You don't think these coaches want it?
Oh, for sure. The families want it. You can hear the thumping,
Yes.
the cheering. These are easily, the U10s and U11s clearly easily have the loudest crowds every time.
I would agree with that. I do. I would agree with that. The parents are the most engaged. The coaches are laying everything on the line, and they've invested so much into these kids. And
for sure. As you can see, we're just having I don't know exactly what the stoppage is for right now, but they're fixing the clock as it's sitting at 9:45. Gators up 17-10 here in the first half. And the Warriors have their work cut out for them with Marcus Green under that basket.
And I believe what they were reviewing was just to make sure that the arrow was correct, and they've actually overturned it. So it is Markham Gators basketball.
Shot is missed there. It's going to be Warriors rebound. Nice behind the back dribble there, trying to escape the pressure, but the Gators stay with it. But it is going to get knocked out. Warriors ball. Nice little behind the back there by Malachi Phillips. As Phillips, though, you know, this is something that I'm sure drives the coaches nuts sometimes when they see it. Is like, you know, at this age, it's tough to kind of remember to keep your head up and focus on being able to find the open man.
Well, also, I would also add to that, especially at this age level, where maybe some of these kids aren't necessarily accustomed to playing against that full court pressure and having to kind of dissect and survey what's going on and make decisions very quickly. That's an element that you add to it that then makes those decisions, those turnovers and all that, all the flaws then manifest themselves as a result of that.
Singh getting fouled under the basket by Green, as he might be the answer to the troubles that Green was causing Brampton under the basket. As Singh now gets fouled, he's going to go to the line for 2, and in fact also was able to take Green out of the game. Now in for the Gators is number 12. Just bear with us a second here. That's going to be Quentin Russ.
And that's what Singh's got to do. He's already made an impact just in terms of kind of changing the flow of the game by taking out Green, the big for Markham, and that's huge. And you see him now, he's going to anchor the inside of this zone that they're going with the 2-3 format here for Brampton.
Absolutely, as you can see, Singh makes good on the second one. So 17-11 here, 8:02 to go. And another turnover, and the Warriors are on the run. Up and in. It's the kind roll once again. You can give that one to number 23, Jediah Henry.
Good defense leads to easy offense. Right there, they're able to generate the turnover, force a bad pass, boom, you go down the other way, transition opportunity, layup, 2 points.
There's a 3, no good. Big rebound, though, for the Gators. Going up, and it's going to be called with a travel. Too many steps for Miles Hamilton.
Yeah, he tried to sell with a bit of a gather, but certainly 3 steps there. Good call by the official.
The press is on. Oh. Warriors do break it, though. There we go, shot goes in, and again, once again, the Warriors so good at converting on those easy baskets right under the rim. as there's going to be a timeout for the Gators. It is 17-15, and you can hear the Brampton parents are excited, D.
As they should be. This team is doing an excellent job of breaking the press, and when you break the press, you don't just break it for the purpose of running a set or getting in your up. You're going to score.
Absolutely.
If you're breaking it, you're scoring, and that's the whole premise of it, and they did an excellent job, and we're seeing them. They're starting to get easy baskets off of this.
Absolutely, and moving forward, I mean, if you're the Gators, you had a 17-10 lead coming out of that last timeout. The Warriors going a quick 5-0 run. What are you telling your players in this position right now?
I would say overall in this situation, regardless of the time and circumstance in the game, you're always got to preach about the composure and the poise that you need to display at any point in this game. I'd also obviously mention that, hey, we got to take care of the basketball. Too many turnovers we've seen these last few possessions, and that's allowed Brampton to then get out and run. And they're finishing around the rim. So that's what they want to do. They want to get into the lane. They want to go to the foul line. They want to be disruptive in terms of getting inside the paint. So take care of the basketball. I think that's priority number one for Markham.
Absolutely. As you can see, Brampton, they're waiting almost as if setting up to do almost like a haka dance at the 2-3 zone. And they're waiting as the Gators are going to bring it up. Now, bringing it up is number 2, Hamilton. Now bringing it up, excuse me, is going to be Jacob T. Hamilton, and another turnover. Bringing it up is David. Bottomley, he's going to go up, gets fouled, and that's something Bottomley, he's aggressive, he's fearless, he loves attacking the basket, one of the smaller guys on the floor, but don't tell that to him.
Yeah, don't let his small stature fool you. I mean, he's been one of I've been impressed with his motor all weekend long, and we've heard some buzz and some rumblings coming around from this age group in terms of his performance this weekend, and you see it just right there
Great
on full
form,
display,
too.
that energy and that moxie that he's bringing for this Brampton side.
Yeah, he's a chatterbox, and he's great, consistent from the line, you could say the least. As he no good on the second one there, though. 17-16, 1-point game now. The Gators now bringing it up. Gets it inside. Kick out for 3. No good. That rebound's going to be Jacob T. And it's going to get knocked out. Still going to be Gators ball, though, as he got swarmed by a couple of white shirts.
You also got to be careful because the corners would be trap spots potentially against the 2-3. And right there he gets caught along the baseline and able to retain possession. So they're fortunate to have that second opportunity here with possession of the ball.
And we have a substitution as well that's came in as Ilahim is back in, number 1. And he's taken out number 12, Quinton Russ. Trying to find a space. And there's the steal. That's David running the floor, up and in. He's going to get fouled and go to the line again. And the Warriors, all the momentum going their way now.
And the other thing with they're sitting in a 2-3, but it's an active 2-3. They're not stationary. They're not necessarily just occupying a space for the sake of occupying a space. They're looking to generate turnovers. And in that situation right there, when you generate turnovers off of your defense, you don't have to worry about even breaking a press.
No, absolutely
right?
not.
So you're getting up and down the floor, and you're not exerting as much energy as you would be to break a press and then score the basketball on top of that.
Well said, well said. So we've got first free throw, no good for David. Another player who's kind of worked himself onto the radar after this weekend. Some very impressive performances. Big reason why this Warriors team is here in the finals. And this, no good on both free throws, but the pressure comes. Gators handle it though. Now bringing it up is number 6. And that's going to be Elijah Thomas.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught in the corner there.
Yep, here's Thomas again, though. Back in the corner. Gators trying to work it around the perimeter now, looking for an open man. High post. Back out to the wing. Almost taken away, and there's going to be a grab of the shirt. And it's going to be on 10 white. And the fans are not appreciating that. As some booing. You can see the dads at the front row are not impressed.
Well, from a coaching perspective, I mean, you can live with that foul, so I don't think it's a big deal whatsoever. Although, yes, there was an opportunity for possibly a turnover there, but
For sure.
Brampton's challenging Markham in terms of, from a tactical perspective, saying, hey, beat the zone. Show us you can beat it.
Absolutely. As
Right?
Phillips comes down with the rebound. And here comes Bottomley. Bottomley bringing it up over to Singh. Singh can't keep a handle on it, but of course, who's there? David's there. He's going to get fouled as he goes up and gets another 2 trips to the line.
It was a nice look underneath. Good pass, good delivery. Singh, a little bit too hot to handle for him, but does well, and they're going to go to the charity stripe looking to take the lead here with a couple of makes potentially.
And there's going to be a timeout for Brampton as they saw Marcus Green is subbed back into the game, number 24 for the Gators. And the Warriors want to take a second to strategize, as we've got both sets of parents for either team as they're getting their local club chants on right now. And you just got to love this atmosphere.
Atmosphere is fantastic. That's probably the best part about this entire tournament.
Yeah.
And you see it across the board with especially with the younger kids, right?
Yep.
And you got to enjoy that family feel, that family atmosphere that it creates. And these parents are so invested, obviously, in their kids and in the teams that their children play for. And it's just a great atmosphere and a great environment to be a part of.
Absolutely, and one thing I've noticed above all else, though, as we're getting set to get back into action here with the timeout over, is just also, just the good-natured spirit between, you can see parents kind of like smiling at each other on opposite ends. Just, the competition is still friendly. At the end of the day, it's still just the game, man.
Yeah, no animosity, right? Like,
exactly.
You're here. I mean, it's obviously you're competitive and you want to win, and the kids want to win, the coaches want to win, but at the same time, all in good fun.
For sure, for sure. It's now at the line here, of course, is Draylon David. This is his 3rd trip to the line. Makes good on the first one. You can see as time goes on, the more trips he's getting to the line, the smoother and more confident his release is.
It's repetition. That's what you practice. That's what they spend. They'll do drills in terms of free throw shooting. They'll do it after they run, and they're at the end of practice when everybody's tired, and that's the whole premise behind it is repetition. Make a routine of it.
Now bringing it up, it's the Gators. Off to the corner. Nice inside to Green again, and Green finds it every single time. Give that assist, though, to Demoti.
Good delivery, good pass, but boy, oh boy, Green's a handful. He's a handful.
Oh, absolutely, and there's another turnover. A nice play behind the back there, but he's double-teamed, kicks it out, and here's Green now. As that was Ilahim with the steal. Corner. Shot is up. No good, but Gators come down with a rebound. That's Hamilton with the rebound. Inside to Green.
Good pass.
Give the assist to Hamilton. Excellent vision there. And of course, who is it? None other than the big man Green.
Nice job driving baseline and then just dumping it off for the easy deuce underneath.
And here's Ilahim with the steal. Gets it over to Thomas, and Thomas is going to bring it up and run the offense. Corner. Demoti. Thomas for 3. No good. Off the front rim, and bringing it down is Bottomley. Bottomley now, he's going to push it all the way. He's fouled by T, and once again, he's going to go to the line.
Seems like Brampton's lived at the free throw line here in this first half, but offensively for Markham, you can live with a shot like that because what they did there was some inside-out action. The ball did get to the high post. You got it down to the free throw line, and then you were able to swing it, and it was an open look, although maybe for these guys at this age, it's a little deep, too much. Maybe they don't have that range in their arsenal just yet.
Still great effort nonetheless as Bottomley makes good on his first free throw. 21-19, 1:40 to go. Now keep in mind, the clock does not continue to run when you get under 2 minutes at the end of a half or at the end of a game. So at this moment, the clock is frozen at 1:40. No good on the second free throw. Green with the rebound. He's going to run it up the floor. Here's Demoti. A long 2, just a little long there. He probably would have switched it if he was at the three-point line. Nice find inside. The Gators opt to pull it back out. With the ball is Hamilton. Hamilton gets it over to Ilahim. Here's Thomas. Demoti gets it inside again. Hamilton, but he loses it, and the steal. That steal is number 23, Henry. Henry still dribbling with it. Tries to get it over to Bottomley. Bottomley gets a clean look, and he's going to knock it down.
Excellent sequence. Jediah Henry gets the steal, and then he initiates the fast break and registers the assist as he finds Bottomley.
Ilahim gets it inside, and there's a nice shot there, a little mid-range jumper from Miles Hamilton.
Textbook execution right there. High post, turnaround, easy mid-range jump shot.
Yep. And there's Green, excellent defense, just making sure he's standing there, not doing anything, and there's gonna be a foul and one. Count the basket. Give that one to number 0, Spencer Palikol. Is it, or? Oh, he grabbed them before, so it's not gonna. They're not gonna count the shot. I was about to say, I'm like, that's how you make an entrance into a game.
It's one of those 50-50 bang-bang calls, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was, continuation, no continuation. They don't have the benefit of instant replay, so it's hard for them to make these bang-bang calls. But again, what you do like to see, and the positive that you can take away from that for Brampton is, again, pushing the tempo. And even, Green stands there, makes somewhat of a defensive action and an effort to stop the break, but then they're able to be aggressive and impose their will, play at a different pace.
Palikol gets the friendly roll, 1 point game, 44.8 to go here in the first half. No good on the second one. And that rebound is Ilahim again. 40 seconds to go. And now having it is number 23, Camden Harris. Ilahim thinks about it. Back to Harris. Harris tries to get it inside to Hamilton. Another steal by David. Bottomley now one more time. Can he go up? And he tries to get the charge, but no good. That was Thomas. And now bringing it back up is number 10. You can count it for the Warriors, Malachi Phillips.
Yeah, good non-call there because the defender had an established position.
Yep.
And it was close. It was a bang-bang play, but again, good non-call there.
That was a good call. Ilahim. Oh, Demo T puts it up at the buzzer. No good. And at the half, we have a game, ladies and gentlemen, 24-23. The Brampton Warriors, after falling down by about 7 to kick off this game, has now made it all the way back and are leading by 1 going into the second half.
Who will be crowned national champion?
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here. The National Preparatory Association is expanding for Season 3. Canada's only national prep school basketball league is accepting applications from high-level programs from coast to coast. The NPA provides top competition, unrivaled exposure, and every program will have an impact in the growth of the league. We may also be able to provide opportunities for individual players looking to join one of the NPA teams. Email info@northpolehoops.com to start the process for your chance to join a nation inspired.
Wow. Pick it up, Caleb.
Oh my God!
Top 10.
10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
I'd like to welcome everybody back to the CNIT U10 Finals here, the Canadian National Invitational Tournament. We have the Durham Gators right now taking on the Brampton Warriors. And a very entertaining first half. 24-23 for the Warriors so far.
And what you saw in that first half, and what I thought was the most interesting thing from a tactical perspective, was Brampton was able to slow down the game defensively, speed it up offensively. That's what allowed them to erase that 7-point deficit early on.
For sure, absolutely. There's a nice little floater, knock it down. Give that one to number 23, Camden Davis.
It was a good take. Drives baseline, nice touch on the floater. It's a lost art. The touch on floaters and runners,
for sure.
You don't see it, especially as they get older, but really nicely done right there. Good execution.
And they're saying pump fake, gets back over to Bottomley. Bottomley, no friendly roll this time, and it's Green for the rebound. Now bringing it up.
Good pass.
No good on the finish. Green can't get it himself. Bottomley now, and he's going to get fouled by Elohim.
What a great outlet feed right there.
Yeah,
excellent outlet feed. Get it up the floor quickly. They miss a layup, but at the end of the day, I mean, that's the way they want. Markham wants to play at that pace. Get it out and go. Play with tempo.
When you play with tempo, you're going to give yourself more chances at the basket. And there's Singh on the inside. And he gets the nice roll. There's a nice little feed there. Give that assist as well to number 23, Jediah Henry.
That's chemistry right there. That's perfect chemistry. And Singh does a nice job. He understands driving baseline, I'm diving. And he dives to the basket. He gets the easy 2 points underneath.
And here's Green. Nice little turnaround jumper right over top of Singh.
That's a human cheat code right there. Just dump it down inside and let him go to work.
Well, there's another great pass by Bottomley on the inside, and it's Henry that finishes under the basket with the left hand. Head coach likes what he sees there.
Well, he's urging his team, let's get a stop.
Yep. There's going to be another foul here. I believe it's on Bottomley, who got caught reaching in there on Elohim as he was making the pass. And we got another substitution as Spencer Palicol is coming back in for number 10, Malachi Phillips.
And Phillips has been quite the engine for this Warriors team, and we've seen him be a pest on both ends of the floor, be very disruptive.
Marcus Green, what a finish there. Just nice little dribble, doesn't rush himself, goes up nice and smooth, finishes. What more could you ask for? And here's the Warriors, though. They're coming back. Singh can't get the rebound. Will David knock it down? Knocks down the three. Nothing but net.
Big shot.
Drellin David, and it's a timeout for the Gators as the Warriors take a 31-29 lead with 17 minutes remaining in this game.
That's a big shot. I mean, he's wide open, but you know what? Credit. One thing I would say, and what could have even prevented that, defensively, Green, and this will happen as he matures, but naturally you're going to probably take a charge in that situation. And we've seen it a couple times where he stands, he establishes himself, but he's not moving over to step in the line of the offensive player. That would have resulted in a turnover. Instead, they get the rebound, kick out, wide open three, he knocks it down.
And of course, you know, you got to make it above all else, and David did just that, knocking down a big three. And you got to be impressed with these kids, you know, 9, 10 years old, knocking down three-point shots all along the wing.
I was just about to mention that as well, and I completely agree with you. You look at the skill level of these young kids at this age, it is so impressive. It's really tremendous to see.
Sure.
I mean, their ability to shoot the ball from long distance and get inside and be creative and crafty and finish with both hands.
Yep. I think it's a testament to the coaching as well, that these kids are that aware with what they're doing. And You can tell, this means a lot to both of these teams. And, it's a shame one of them has to lose today. And here we go, back to the action here. Bringing up is Thomas, number 6 for the Gators. He gets it over, gets it back though. Pass over to Harris. Harris looks around, Thomas trying to find a way into the shot, goes up, lets it fly, no good. Rebound is Bottomley again, and he's filling up the stat sheet today. Knocks it right off of the defender's shoe. High IQ move there, recognizing that there was the double team.
It's very intelligent right there. That's a very intelligent play, high IQ play, as you already alluded to, and he gets the rebound, he's trapped immediately, able to knock it off the defender.
Here's David again, thinks about it, over to Singh. Singh kicks it out to Bottomley. Bottomley's gonna let it fly for 3. Off the backboard and no good. Singh almost had it there, but it's Green that comes it up with it. He's gonna run the floor with Thomas. And it's gonna be David who's gonna get called, he got called for the reach in, getting caught.
Yeah, 2-on-1 right there, and you might wanna see that extra pass made, but they do get possession here on the foul. He wanted to stop the fast break, so he's able to reach in, and you don't mind giving a foul like that.
No, of course not. In a situation, you rather have your guys be over-aggressive in these situations than passive. You can't afford your defense to be passive in a game like this.
Well, and every basket counts too at this point. You're getting into the second half here of a championship game. You're not gonna, you don't want to give up easy baskets.
No, for sure. And also substitution coming into the game was number 2, Miles Hamilton, running the floor. And David, he's going to get called for a travel, and it's Gators ball. 31-29, 15 minutes, just over 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, just couldn't hold his pivot foot there. Maybe rushed it a little bit underneath.
All right, working it over now. Here's Thomas. Thomas tries to get on the crossover, trips, and David comes up with it over to Bottomley. Bottomley up and in, no good, just a little short. Coming down with a rebound, some great defense there by Jacob T. And here we go on the other end. Thomas in the corner for 3. Just rims out. Harris almost had it, but the putback is good. Of course, as the Gators get back on defense with the game tied at 31.
Yeah, nobody boxed out there, and he was able to crash the glass and come up with the offensive rebound and finish left hand off the window.
David Bottomley, he's gonna let it fly, no good. Singh with the rebound though. He's gonna hook shot it, just rims out. And coming down with the rebound is Harris. Camden Harris now, he's gonna run the floor. Works over to the corner. Thomas now. Nice dribble drive there, floater, no good. And it comes up Warriors. Bottomley, over to David. Drellin David over, a nice pass on the inside, can't finish, and Marcus Green comes down with the rebound. We got a track meet, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas now is gonna go up. He can't convert, Singh comes down with it. David now, he's bringing it up. You can see these guys have unlimited energy. It's like the sprint button's on constantly.
How about this pace? I'm getting tired just watching these kids run up and down the floor. Wide open tempo here in this championship game.
And Singh knocks it down from the free throw line. Excellent form there. Silky smooth release. 33-31 for the Warriors. Shot goes up, no good. Green coming down, gets it over a couple of players, and he's gonna get fouled, and he's gonna go to the line.
And Singh's doing his best down in there to battle, and he's trying desperately. You can see he's a bit winded. He's working his tail off, and you got to get multiple bodies inside. You have to box out. You got to win the rebounding battle.
You have to.
If you're going to win the CNIT championship, if you're going to win any championship at any level, rebounding, turnovers, more often than not, those are 2 of the primary factors that dictate the outcome of games.
Absolutely, and as we have a timeout here, 13:22 to go in this game, a very close one at that, as the Warriors are up 33-31 over the Gators out of the Durham-Markham region. Now, if you're the Gators right now, we really kind of haven't seen that domination of Marcus Green that we saw so early in this game. What are some of the adjustments you think that the Warriors have done at this point?
Well, they're trying to pack the paint. That's clear. I mean, they understand that's why you're playing zone too. You're conceding to the fact that, okay, we're smaller probably. We may not be able to control the battle on the glass, and as a result of that, you play zone, you're able to slow the game down for your defense, which allows everybody to find somebody to box out. Maybe you get a couple bodies in there, and then that allows you to take control. So it's hard. He's not going to get those easy dump downs into the post, or those touches in the high post where he can turn around, face up, and then take a guy off the dribble. They're collapsing. They want to make sure they protect the paint.
Absolutely, and it's so far it has worked to a varying degree of effect as the Warriors they're winning this game. So will be very interesting to see moving forward exactly what kind of a strategy the Gators now might have to do, what kind of adjustments they're going to have to make now to get themselves the lead back. And you also take into consideration as well that when you have that 2-3 zone at an age group like this, not many kids are going to be shooting the three, so it's a very effective way of defending against a team that's much bigger than you at this age level.
Absolutely, because you're not running the same actions as you would with older kids because of the spacing on the floor. So that makes a huge difference in terms of how you can dissect the 2-3 zone offensively. What I would say is, even for Markham, they want to score. Gators want to score and set a press. Right, you want to score, press. Now, if you're able to put them on the back foot by bringing them back down the floor, and we see them retreating right now, I think that's a win for Brampton, because if Markham can get out, that's how you're going to get easy baskets.
And there's going to be a foul there into the game. His first time into the game is going to be number 7, Taziah Malcolm, and he's going to go to the line for 2 there, getting hit in the back of the head as he went up. Marcus Green as well, good for those 2 free throws on the other end. And it is now a tie game with about 12:55 to go here in the second half.
Got to have a certain level of fearlessness and just sheer tenacity when you go to the basket. And you saw it on display right there. Especially you're going up against guys who are bigger than you. You got a guy like Marcus Green who's down in there trying to patrol the paint and protect the rim. But you got to go at it with a fearless mentality, and that's what resulted in a couple free throw opportunities right there.
Absolutely, and there's some fearlessness right there as David now gets it back out for 3. Rims off, Green then comes down with the rebound. And now here come the Gators. They're off and running now. This is Harris. Harris got it over. 3's no good off of Hamilton. Rebound, Malcolm. Malcolm tries to get it out. Demo T gets his own rebound. No, he doesn't. And it was him and Antoine Posey that were battling for the ball before it went out of bounds. And it's going to stay Markham ball.
Good battle underneath. Now we'll see here, obviously, the Gators have possession here. And you can see just they're packing the paint. They're packing it defensively. They're packing it in.
Absolutely. And I'm seeing Marcus Green's form, and you can see, there's the foul on Malcolm. As he had not much choice there, as he ate a little bit of elbow, of course unintentionally, but sometimes it's just because of the height difference there as he's trying to get down, and as Green is trying to create space, he kind of caught him in the face there. Here we go for 3, just a little long, and you can see Markham, they're making the adjustment. And both guys, Malcolm and Green, were fighting over it there. We've got a little bit of... Well,
that's championship intensity right there.
Oh, absolutely, you can tell.
You got you got a couple guys there who are on the opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of size and height, and they're both battling for the basketball, and they understand how important every single possession is. So you see that.
Absolutely, well said. And now here's the inbound. Still Gators ball, though. So the foul was on Malcolm. And one more time, they're going to keep shooting it over there. And Green tries to come over, and he's going to go over the back. And the foul's going to be on Green this time for going over the back of Malcolm. And the battle continues, D.
Oh, wonderful box out. Malcolm did such a tremendous job to get inside position, work his tail off. He gets the benefit. You know what? There it is, over the back. I love it. I think that's tremendous defensive intensity right there. And you see even the parents, the atmosphere, the energy feeding off of something like that. That can spark your team.
Absolutely. Working it around now is Dave, and there's going to be another whistle, though. As 10-10 to go here, 34-33 for the Warriors. They're holding on to a 1-point lead in this CNIT U10 championship game here in Burlington. Both teams out of the GTA trying to capture a national championship.
This has become one of the marquee events on the summer schedule for all these teams.
Yep.
And it's attracting more and more teams every single year.
Absolutely.
And a tremendous turnout this weekend, and not just in terms of the teams participating, but you know, having all the parents, having all the spectators, a great atmosphere, a terrific environment here at Haber Center in Burlington.
Now the inbound is going to be for the Warriors. David with the inbound. Gets it over. Phillips gets it over to Malcolm. Malcolm on the crossover. Over to David. David sees daylight. Draylon David up and in. You can count it. 36-33.
Makes a big difference when you don't have that rim protector down inside the paint. He was able to glide right in for the easy layup.
There's Jacob T. In the corner, no good, was Javon Richards. He misses the three. The rebound, though, is brought up by Harris. Harris is dribbling, and now he's going to get called for the carry, and it's going to be Warriors ball. 9:26 to go here in the second half. With the inbound, Phillips has the inbound. Malachi Phillips finds David, and David all by himself in the corner. Gets the pass over to Henry, and Henry just can't, too much popcorn, the Butterfingers.
Unable to corral that one. What would have been likely an easy look at the basket. It would have been a quality shot.
For sure. Now bringing it back up is Elahim. Elahim, nice find inside there. Shot goes up, no good, just misses. They're coming down, coast to coast, no good. It's Malcolm with the rebound. He's going up, and he's going to get fouled one more time.
He's been a spark plug. He's been a spark plug. He came into this game, and he's doing it on both ends.
Absolutely.
Doing it on both ends of the court. Defensively, he's getting rebounds, boxing out. And he's probably made had the biggest impact, the most profound impact in this game. He's put Marcus Green on the bench for the time being. And that in and of itself is a big win for this Brampton squad.
Absolutely. So we're going to have another timeout here between with the Gators. They're going to talk it over for a minute here and try and figure out what they need to do to get their offense going again, as they've had a couple of unsuccessful trips up the floor.
Yeah, the ball, their offense is getting a little too stagnant. And we talked about them, they're relying heavily on that interior post play. And when that's not there, when Marcus Green is dealing with some foul trouble at the moment, then that creates, there's a lot of issues and a lot of frustration on the offensive side of the ball. So they're going to have to find a way to, again, I think they were at their best early on in the ball game when they were setting that defense, applying pressure, generating turnovers, and getting easy looks inside. If you get back to that formula, now can you get back to that formula? That's the question. Brampton's made some terrific adjustments, and that coaching staff is doing their due diligence. That's for sure. They've made a number of tactical amendments as this game has progressed.
No, absolutely. And another thing here is they've been daring the Gators to shoot the three, which they have been doing from the corner. They just haven't been doing it successfully. And you can see the way these kids are shooting the ball. They have the strength to get it there. It's just a matter of knocking down the shot now.
You got to think that at some point, if they're going to win this game, they got to knock down some of those outside shots. You got to think logically. At some point, you're going to need a couple of those to drop, and those are going to be signature clutch moments that you're going to need from your team.
I think you're absolutely right. As Green now right in front of us, he looks like he's ready to come back into the game. As Malcolm misses the second free throw. Dribbles into the corner. David on the wing. He gets it over to Posey. Back to David. Oh, nice find there. Nice little floater, and you can count it. Number 23, Jediah Henry. Henry and David, the two of them, 23 and 24, getting it done.
Good spacing. They went 5 out, and you get the cutters moving off of the passes, and that was a simple pass cut layup for Brampton right there.
Yep, absolutely. There's a shot. No good again. The three doesn't go. And once again, the shooting woes continue for the Gators. And it's going to be Warriors ball as the coach doesn't believe Coach is not agreeing with that call right there at all, much to his displeasure.
Well, every possession is so valuable at this point. You're gonna fight tooth and nail for every possession you can get as we come down the stretch here in the U10 championship final.
Malcolm no good against his old nemesis Green. Now Gators are back running. Foul and one, and you can see Thomas, he's intense right now. Elijah Thomas, count it, and the basket.
Big basket right there, and a good finish. Does a nice job of getting inside, good footwork, nice finish, left hand off the window, staving off contact to go to the foul line for one more.
It's one of those plays that the Gators desperately needed. You know, it's only a 3-point game, but every possession, as you've been saying, and there's Green with the steal, and he gets it out. Can he finish? Just misses the roll, and it's Malcolm with the rebound.
And Brampton caught a break there. That was a bad turnover, a bad offensive sequence for them.
Here's David. Posey. He's guarded by Thomas, and for three, he's gonna let it fly off the backboard and count it. Malachi Phillips showing off the range, and it's now a 6-point lead for the Warriors.
Banks are open on Sunday. The bank is open on a Sunday here in Burlington.
And Thomas firing his fingers into the air saying, I can do that too.
How's that for an answer?
41-38, what a game we have here in the U10 finals. Phillips tries to get it inside, turnover, steps out of bounds. Nope, it's gonna be a foul on Phillips. And apparently the ref says he had pushed Hamilton out. And now it's gonna be a foul on him as the Gators maintain possession. They get a chance to either tie this up or bring it to one.
Singh and Bottomley back in for Brampton, and those are two of their horses. So that's big for them.
Absolutely. Trying to make some last-minute adjustments, and out of the game is number 23, Jediah Henry.
Going with a bit of a smaller front on the zone with Bottomley on one side, and
yep,
we'll see.
Thomas, Green, nice spin move there. The foul and the basket. Marcus Green flexing the muscles. Flex those muscles, young man. You've earned a trip to the line and one.
He's a menace. He's a menace down on the block. He gets position that time, and all he needed was a quick little drop step, able to get the friendly roll plus the foul.
When you match a guy who has that kind of speed and that ability to stay composed under the basket, as there's going to be another quick whistle there. You know, it's like you said, it's almost a cheat code when he makes that spin move and kind of stays high, because nobody can block him. No one can get up there, not even Singh.
First thing you teach a big guy, if you have somebody that has a profound size advantage over your competition, the very first skill you teach them is how to execute a drop step. Very basic. Catch it, literally catch it, plant your pivot foot, and turn, either towards the middle of the floor or towards the baseline. That's textbook right there. Dump it down inside, you establish position, drop step, boom, layup. And that's the whole, it's a cheat code.
It really is.
Easy baskets.
And you can see it right there, and he's also knocking him down from the free throw line. He's making his threes. Shaquille O'Neal, he is not from the free throw line. Here's Hamilton. Almost turns it over, but Bottomley saves it. Here's Posey. David, Singh, works it around the entire perimeter. David back. There's Hamilton. Can't make it work, and it's going to be Green that comes down with it one more time. Bringing it up now is Javon Richards, or excuse me, Elohim. Elohim has it. Elohim gets it back. Gonna drive to the basket, up and count it over top of David. A big bucket for the Gators, and it's gonna be a timeout for the Warriors as the Gators have regained the lead with 3:24 remaining in this game.
You knew if Markham was gonna make a run, if they were gonna come back and flex their muscles against this Brampton team, two big things were going to happen. One, Marcus Green was going to have a hand in it, and secondly, you're going to need some of those ancillary pieces to also make an impact, and that's a big basket right there.
And who else that made a huge basket or a huge, one of those pieces you're talking about there was Elijah Thomas, scoring, hitting his first triple of the game at a big time when they needed one, and then also a huge factor in a number of turnovers that resulted in Gator buckets. And, you know, that's really, we talked about it earlier. They had to hit at least 1 or 2 threes at some point, and they finally have kind of seemed to have figured that out a little bit.
Well, you go back to that three in particular, that triple, and that's one that kind of swung momentum in their favor, right? We came down, we had off the glass and in for 3. Brampton hits one. They come down the other way, and they're able to finally connect from deep, and that kind of got things rolling for this Markham Gators squad. And as you know, we get under 4 minutes now. You're looking here, 2-point game. Every possession, these are the championship moments. This is what you live for. This is why these teams practice, and we'll see in terms of which team is best prepared for these moments.
And you can hear the parents, they're stomping their feet, chanting their chants, as it's now going to be the Gators are going to set up into a 2-3 zone, or excuse me, 3-2. It's going to be a 3-2 zone for the Gators. They want to limit those guards, those crafty guards the Warriors have. Here's Bottomley, David's going to let it fly. Rims out, but Singh's right there for a huge rebound, gets it to Posey. Here's David one more time, up and in. Nice pass, but it's going to be a travel. Takes 2 steps before he got to the basket, unfortunately for Jediah Henry.
Well, he was able to penetrate initially. They get good penetration. They get a paint touch, which is critical, and then what was a quality scoring opportunity, just to travel, and you can't. That's a costly turnover.
Elohim lets it fly, but you can see the confidence of these shooters now that Green's on the floor, and he's up and in, and Green is feeling good about it.
My goodness.
A man amongst boys right now is Marcus Green. He's having his biggest moments right now in this tournament. Here's Singh, Posey. Posey looks around, Bottomley. Nice find over to him. Here's David. Draylen David up and in, no good, but Singh's right there. Not gonna get called for the foul. Bringing it back down is Henry. Shot goes back up, no good. Green with the rebound yet again.
Brampton settling too much. They're settling far too much. They're sitting on the perimeter and they're hoisting up threes, and that's not gonna do it. That's not the recipe.
Here's Posey. They do get the turnover though. Henry inside, big block by Thomas on Bottomley, and Thomas is excited.
How about Thomas? What an impact here in this second half. A big block for the Gators.
If they walk away with this one, him and Green may have to share MVP honors here on this one. But this game is far from finished.
Nice pass.
Inside, Singh can't get it to fall. And guess who? Thomas with the rebound. He's got 2 white shirts on him.
Nice job.
Here's Hamilton. And the corner to Harris. Gets it back out. Thomas for 3, gonna let it fly. Doesn't get the kind roll. 1:22 to go in this one. David, Bottomley, layup, count it. And we got ourselves a 2-point game. Timeout by the Gators.
Oh, frenetic pace, back and forth action. Great ball game. A fantastic way to cap off the weekend for this 10U age division. 2 terrific teams going back and forth, trading blows. It's like a great heavyweight fight. These 2 teams, back and forth we go. But Thomas, a couple things. One, did an excellent job. One, he makes a great defensive play with the block. Comes up the floor on the next offensive possession, uses a terrific escape dribble, and almost even knocks down a 3 as a result of that. But I love his energy. Yeah. He's playing with such poise and composure, but at the same time, you see his impact. It's evident. It's very evident. Him and Marcus Green, as you already alluded to, those 2 guys really driving the truck, if you will, for this Markham side.
Yeah, he knows how to get himself motivated for sure. And on the floor right now for the Brampton Warriors, we have number 54 Singh, number 35 Posey, number 24 David, number 23 Henry, and number 2 Bottomley. For the Gators, we have number 24 Green, number 23 Harris, number 6 Thomas, number 2 Hamilton, and number 1 Elohim. It's going to be Elohim on the inbound. Gets it to Green. Green Nice push over. It just doesn't get the right roll. A little bit too strong on that one. David with the rebound, and the Warriors are off and running. Down by 2. Posey up and in. Just misses. Bottomley, though, right there, right place, right time. Bringing it up now. Elohim. Nice little spin move to get away from the defender. Green at the top of the key now. He's going to dribble. He's going to take on Singh. And there's the crossover from the big man up and in. You got to count it. Marcus Green.
How about that? Right into the lane, Marcus Green. He says, I can handle it too, and I can finish.
Here's David. 39 seconds, 47-45. David up and falling down, knocks it down. Draylon David.
Oh my goodness.
What a finish this is. 47-47, 30 seconds remaining in this one. Elohim brings it up. Elohim gets it to the corner. Into Green. Green, he's swallowed up. Thomas gets it inside to Hamilton. Hamilton out to Elohim. Elohim, he's got 14 seconds.
I would clear out. Clear out.
Elohim gonna drive to the basket and put it up. No good. Tipped out. And it's gonna be Gators ball with 6.3 seconds left. And both coaches calling for a timeout on both sides. But they're gonna give the timeout to the Gators. What a finish this is. We got 6.3 seconds remaining. D, what are you telling your kids if you're coming in here trying to drop a play?
I'm trying up something very simple here. I'm going cross screen, and I'm saying, let's give it to Marcus Green and let's get to the foul line or get an easy basket. I think even they're fortunate they came up with possession off of the tip, because I was saying clear out. I'm telling all my guys, go to the weak side, let's throw it down there, and let's just see if we can win it right here, because if you're Markham, I don't think you want to go to overtime. This team is scrappy. This Brampton team is very, very scrappy. They're a gritty group. Both coaches wanted timeouts for different reasons. Brampton's saying, we got to set our defense, just like they did on that last possession. Ideally, they want to pack the paint. Right? They'll say, hey, let's not make Marcus Green beat us.
Yes.
Let's see if somebody else will hit a shot for them.
I think it may be a little too late at this point, as the coach was trying to get them to set up right away, but it was too late as Green has now parked himself into the paint. 6 seconds. 6 seconds is an eternity in basketball, though.
That's it, right?
Inside of the big man. Put in, but he misses. Again, up. There's going to be a foul, and nope, game's still going, and it's over! 0.4 seconds. 0.4 seconds. And there was the kids had thought the buzzer had went off in the other court. The coaches and the players, everyone thought the game was finished and it was tied. And then Marcus at the last second went, oh no, he looked, what did he do? He looked at the clock. He showed awareness. He saw time was still running out and went right back up and put it in. There's nothing you can do to get mad at that.
My first instinct too, you heard the buzzer, but my first instinct too was look, and right as I looked, I could see him looking. 2.2 seconds, he gets it, puts it up the floater left hand. Oh my goodness. Some controversy, some drama here at the CNIT.
And it looks like they may not count it. We'll see. We're just in the dark as you guys are. We don't know what's going on just yet.
That's tough. This is tough for the officials in this situation.
But
I'm with you. I would say credit where credit is due for Markham being cognizant of game, time, and situation.
Yeah, Marcus looked up, saw it. I mean, yes, the buzzer was, and you know, it's so crazy to say. I hate to say this, but haven't we been kind of thinking about this entire weekend? It's like it's incredible that these kids have had this awareness this entire time of which horn is theirs, which whistle is theirs, and finally at that last moment, this was the one time where everyone's sitting there and thinking it's another horn because it's across the court and the other game. But because we have simultaneous games going on all weekend in these gyms, just because it's the only way we can fit it all in the schedule. But Marcus Green saw the clock, saw that, and they're going to redo it. It's going to be 3.4 seconds. 47-47, and I have to imagine the Gators are going to maintain possession if that's the case.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. You'd have to assume that
you got to give it back to them.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That's,
No, 100%. I think what we're going to see is they're going to get it again along the baseline. But what did they do? We talked about it before that timeout, and they went right to it. They just said, we're going to throw it down there, and we're going to see if we can get a bucket. Didn't work out the first time. They get the offensive rebound, and then obviously drama and chaos ensues. But I would say stick to that formula. Try one more time. Go for it again.
He got a clean look at the basket. You know, and you know what? Kudos to Brampton though. They were draped all over Green. Singh, I don't know who else was in there, but definitely Singh, a huge factor in kind of knocking him off balance when he missed that first shot. And that was huge.
Oh, they were not concerned whatsoever about anybody else on the floor.
No,
it was pretty. It was pretty obvious. We're gonna pack it. We're gonna pack the paint. Let's protect the basket. And they still even got a quality look off of it. So we'll see what happens here. They're still discussing, still deliberating. It looks like, and they have added time, as we already mentioned. 3.4 seconds on the clock.
I must say, you know, I don't necessarily have an issue either, though, of, you know, putting the time back on, not counting the bucket, because what a way that would be to end it. You know, like I don't think it's something that. But honestly, as the refs are calling the coaches in now, so we'll see what's going to happen. We're just kind of left here guessing what's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, in the spirit of fair competition, I mean, you wouldn't want to see a game end like that, right? Necessarily. However, as we talked about, credit, awareness.
Hold on one second. All right. We're going to have 3.4 seconds, 47-47.
So they're conferring with both coaches at this point. This is a tough spot for the officials. And
it is, absolutely.
They're doing their best at this particular point in time, at this juncture of a championship game, no less, to, they got to play the the role of the judge, the jury, and the adjudicator, and make a decision that, at least would be somewhat fair on both sides, right? They're trying to, decide what makes the most sense.
What a crazy finish to what has been a fantastic game. As we're going to get 3.4 seconds remaining, we've got a 47-47 tie, and the Gators still have an opportunity here to win this and be crowned U10 national champs for Canada here in the CNIT.
So now the attention turns back to, and if I'm the Brampton coaches, yes, I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it, or you can see they're still conversing with the officials, but get back in there, draw something up defensively, and you see right now Markham and 100%. You see the Gators right now, right back to the drawing board and just trying to diagram a play that's going to win this thing with 3.4 seconds remaining.
Absolutely, I wouldn't put it past Green to come in running from the outside maybe, and then at the last minute kind of barreling in, catching the pass and finishing at the rim. So we've got. We're just waiting for play to resume at this point. And we're going to take a quick break here until we get ourselves back going.
Who will be crowned national champion?
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition, streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in, no good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly!
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue.
The Laboratory Association is expanding for Season 3. Canada's only national prep school basketball league is accepting applications from high-level programs from coast to coast. The NPA provides top competition, unrivaled exposure, and every program will have an impact in the growth of the league. We may also be able to provide opportunities for individual players looking to join one of the NPA teams. Email info@northpolehoops.com to start the process for your chance to join a nation inspired.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10, top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
It feels like they've been disrespected. Saying that nobody speaks of Canada when it comes to basketball. So every player that I see from Canada plays with a chip on their shoulder. It's like we got to go out here and show these cats that we can ball.
Too big.
Flexing on him.
Behind the back! Oh, and a reverse slam!
It feels like they've been disrespected.
Welcome everyone back. CNIT U10 finals here, national championship on the line. Brampton Warriors all tied up with the Durham Gators, Durham/Markham/ whatever you want to call them. You just got to call them tough and gritty. As we've got a final possession here, 2.2 seconds remaining after a little bit of controversy earlier. It's going to be Gators ball. They were calling it an inadvertent whistle at the end there, which is why the Gators are still going to hold possession with 2.2 seconds remaining. And I'm Ryan Greco, and I'm joined by my good friend Daniele. How are you doing, my friend? And what a freaking game to start off this tournament.
Woo! We had to decompress there a little bit.
Yep, for sure.
During the break, but we have a final possession coming up. Gators with an opportunity to control their own destiny, win this basketball game. This was the situation just a few moments ago. So we had an opportunity. We saw that the play they drew up, they diagrammed, they're trying to get it down inside. It looks like we're going to see something similar.
And here we go. This is it. National championship. Here comes the inbound. It's Thomas for three. No good. Green comes down with it, and we're going to go to overtime.
We're going to need OT to decide this one. I am curious though as to what Coach Russ on the Gators side was thinking as far as that play call was concerned, because what is interesting, and Marcus Green, he's been such a force.
Yeah.
I would have just, you know what, let's toss it in there and let's see if we can get a touch on it.
Sometimes you kind of just outcoach yourself, and you're overthinking a situation, but it's neither here nor there. This is the situation we're in now, and he made the decision he thought was best, and it's his team, and he's going to call it as he sees fit, and he's done an excellent job coaching up until this point. He's got his team right here 3 minutes away from a possible national title for the U10s.
It's been a great ball game on both sides. I mean, both of these teams, Markham Gators, Brampton Warriors, they've exhibited such great toughness, such great grit, the tenacity, the desire, the intensity. It's been there throughout this entire 40-minute ball game, and now we get 3 minutes of overtime to see if we can crown a national champion here at the 10U level.
Absolutely, and they're having so much fun they just didn't want to go home yet.
I would say that I'm sure Markham would have liked that game to end.
Definitely.
But, Brampton's certainly very pleased that they're going to get another crack at this, and we're all square. It's essentially 0-0. We're starting over. Let's see who wins this next 3 minutes.
All right, here comes the inbound. Bringing the ball up is Thomas. Huge factor in that second half. No good on the three. Rebound David. And he's going to bring it up for his Warriors. Takes a look up. Gets it over to Harris. Harris to Bottomley. Bottomley in the corner. Shot goes up. No good on the rebound, and it's going to be Green. Big Green brings it down. Here come the Gators. Bringing it up is Hamilton. Hamilton takes a look. Gets it over to Harris. Harris inside to Green. Back out to Hamilton. Gets an open look. Wide left. Gets the rebound, though, and that's Iliam.
Good follow. Good follow by Elohim. He gets underneath. He stayed with it. They tried posting up Marcus Green, and help defender was quick to come over and contest that entry pass. And good for Elohim and to stay with it.
Excellent effort there. And now we're trying to find the inside. Green comes up with the steal. Here's Thomas. 49-47 for the Gators. Can they make it a two-possession? Thomas up and in. Tries a little jump man, no good, but Green on the side. Great defense by Singh. Knocks it out of Green's hands before Green could go up for the shot.
Yeah, well defended there. Good D underneath.
And they're going to call it off of Green's foot. That could be the defensive play of the game for Singh.
Active hands, and he did a nice job of not getting caught in the cookie jar, reaching, but getting a piece of the basketball, deflects off Green, and they get another offensive possession here.
Absolutely. Taking a look around now. This is Phillips. Phillips with Green all over him. It's inside, kick it back out. Bottomley works around the perimeter, nearly gets it stolen by Thomas. And here's David up and in, nice little step. What a finish. Just textbook, left, right, and center, all tournament. That shot has been money for him.
Well, he does a nice job of selling the drive, and he catches it, ball fake, and attack. And again, textbook execution, good finish.
Here's Elohim. Gets it over to Hamilton. Hamilton up and in with the left hand finish. Miles Hamilton says we're not going home just yet. 51-49, 1 minute and 8 seconds remaining in this overtime.
Oh, what a game. This is incredible.
Not going to have a voice left for the rest of the tournament, for the rest of the finals. Here's David. Oh, blows right by the defender.
Shifty.
Up and in again, but he can't finish, and it's Green with the rebound. 51-49, 50 seconds remaining. Thomas now wants to slow it down. Here's Hamilton. Hamilton guarded by Bottomley. Nice spin move, gets out of the pressure. Gets it back. This is Hamilton in the corner to Thomas. 31 seconds. Hamilton, corner. Elohim, too strong, misses the shot, but the Gators come down with the rebound, and it's Thomas that goes up, and he misses as well. And Hamilton gets it, and there's gonna be a jump ball. I believe it's a jump ball, and there's gonna be a substitution. Coming in is number 13, Jacob T. He's gonna go in, as there's gonna be another timeout by the looks of it. And now 10, that is Phillips, Malachi Phillips with his 5th personal foul.
And so they'll have to make a change with Malachi Phillips there as he fouls out of this ball game. .5 seconds remaining.
51-49 for the Gators. They hold a 2-point lead. They have outscored the Warriors 4-2 in this overtime period in these final 3 minutes.
Not for a lack of quality opportunities for Brampton, though. And David, he's easily been the most effective, in my opinion. And you watch him in terms of just one-on-one, breaking down his defender off the dribble, getting into the lane, being crafty around the rim, and just wasn't able to get the roll on that last layup attempt. But it's been, I mean, regardless of who wins this game, hats off to both sides, because it's been a tremendous ball game, well contested. Both of these teams just.
Yep. Really is a shame that one of them has to go home without the trophy, but that's what we have the Nationals for. Here's the inbound. It's going to be Elohim, and he's going to be guarded by Draylon David. Elohim gets it over to Green. Green, he's going to drive to the basket, up and in, and they're going to wave it off. They're going to say no basket, but it's going to be 54 White with the foul on the ground. 14.7 seconds. And Green saying, that's okay, I'm just going to go do it again. As you can see now, the double team, David's not even trying to go after the inbound. Nice find inside there, though. Oh, great job getting it back out. Here's Jacob T. Elohim's going to hold on to it. Smart decision there. Smart decision to hold on to it. You can see his teammates saying, just hold on to it. The coach behind him saying, just hold on to it. Elohim decides, you know what, maybe I should hold on to it.
And he'll go to the foul line. So in the overtime frame, now here he is at the line. Now it becomes a free throw game. So these are some clutch foul shots here. Some important, tense moments on both sides.
Absolutely. There's still a chance here. 52. And there's the clutch gene for you. Elohim, a national title on the line, and he sinks the free throw like it was nothing, like it was any other shot in his backyard. Brampton is going to need to get the rebound here to give themselves a shot. Knocks it down. And that could ice it. 2-possession game now with 7.8 seconds remaining. There is no timeouts left.
Coach Russ just instructing his team, no fouls, play good defense.
You can see the entire coaching staff now off the bench trying to get their guys ready to get a stop here. Here it comes. 5 seconds remaining. Posey. Posey's going to try and go up himself. He doesn't get it, and that's going to be the game. And the Markham-Durham Gators are the U10 CNIT national champs.
Outstanding performance today. Outstanding performance. And there were moments in this ball game, they were in control early. Brampton fought back, erased what was an early 7-point deficit. But credit to this Gators team. They battled all afternoon. Needed overtime to get it done, but a big win for this 10U team as they take home a CNIT championship.
Well, congratulations to both teams for making it this far in the tournament. Warriors have plenty to be proud of, plenty to be thankful for, just being able to get into this situation. But they worked their tails off to get to this position. And but hats off as well to the CNIT champs, the Gators. And with that, we're going to be, we'll be right back in a few minutes to start up the U11 CNIT National Championship. We got national championships all day today. So my name's Ryan Greco. This is Daniele. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Cheers.